Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bop Stop, where today we'll be talking about Whoa, you can't say that on the internet. There may be children watching. What children will be watching a buttons video? All my 17 children watch every Bop Stop video on release. We're true fans. Okay then. Since I can't say the word I'll say today we're going to be talking about frick buttons. Is that okay with you? I'll take that as a yes. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bop Stop, where today we will be talking about frick buttons. Frick buttons is an experimental electronic and drone project formed by Andrew Hung and Benjamin John Power. Hung and Power met in 2004 while at school in Bristol, UK, and started making music together, and the band started doing a lot of live shows. This generated a bit of a cult following, leading up to their debut album, Street Horsing, in 2008. I want to start out by saying that Street Horsing is an incredible debut album. Hung and Power combine a ton of different musical styles, most notably drone, ambient, noise, field music, IDM, post-rock, and traditional drumming to create a beautiful blend of haunting atmospheres. This album is 6 tracks long, coming in at just under 50 minutes, giving each track its own unique space to encapsulate. And they really let the tracks breathe, build, wander in their own way. Two of my favorite tracks off this album, Sweet Love for Planet Earth and Okay, Let's Talk About Magic, are both great examples of this. Sweet Love starts very calmly with this mellow synth, which is slowly overtaken by this droning, but is never lost. Throughout the track, more and more is added to the composition, whether it be a booming bass or a simple flute. More and more is added into this glorious cacophony, showing the strength of Frick Buttons' composition. Okay, Let's Talk About Magic does a great job of introducing new ideas as well as building on old ones throughout the track. The track goes from drum heavy to drone heavy to bringing both together and building, always building. Street Horsing received very positive reviews, bringing the band some more attention. A year later, the band released their sophomore effort, Terrasport. Terrasport is where I think Frick Buttons really come into their own with perhaps some of the best individual songs of their career. Terrasport builds upon everything Street Horsing was and is an all-around incredible listen. This album kicks off with a beautiful opener, Surf Solar. As with the opener to Street Horsing, we start with this beautiful synth, but this synth starts evolving into something entirely new very quickly. EDM-like percussion is added to the mix, as well as vocal chops, making it something almost danceable before the crushing noise comes in. The track then continues to build around this, mixing in new sounds, introducing new ideas. I would also like to shout out a couple of other tracks, most notably the Lisbon Maru with its marching like beat, and Olympians with its beautifully composed droning with string and sample-based accents. If you would rather check out individual tracks than the whole album, please check those tracks out. Do yourself a favor though, and if this is at all interesting to you, check out Terrasport. It's an incredible album, and I think it serves as a great introduction to what Frick Buttons is all about. Then, if you like Terrasport, I would recommend you continue this Frick Buttons journey and check out the band's third and my personal favorite album, Slow Focus. Slow Focus was released in July 2013 and is really the pinnacle of the Frick Buttons sound. It is, in my opinion, the most consistent Frick Buttons album, with every track being absolutely incredible. Frick Buttons have a habit of their opening tracks being quite possibly my favorite of the album, and Brain Freeze is no exception. Brain Freeze starts with this echoing percussion before these almost alien synths are brought in to complement them. What I love about this track, and really all of Slow Focus, is the wide sonic range which has managed to be pulled together extremely well. Throughout Frick Buttons' discography, there are a lot of different sounds, samples, styles, yet nothing is ever too much or too little. Another track I want to shout out, which comes in about halfway through this album, is The Red Wing, which has this really cool, wonky percussion beat. Again, the wide range of sounds presented is truly incredible. Finally, I think I should also mention Sentience, which has this very industrial sound, making for a very interesting track and showing the experimentation of the group. Slow Focus is unfortunately the end of the Frick Buttons story. The band went on indefinite hiatus in 2013, where it remains to this day. Hung and Power have gone separate ways creatively since then, and they have worked together little in that time as well. I'm not sure how likely it is the band will ever get back together. I don't think it's impossible, but perhaps a bit unlikely. That being said, however, I think the band has left us with an incredibly consistent discography. I find myself revisiting it time and time again, whether it be the percussion notes of Street Horsing, or the soaring drones on Terrasport, or the meticulous production of Slow Focus. Each Frick Buttons album has something to go back to. The end of Frick Buttons is not all bad either. Hung and Power have each been putting out solo work during the hiatus, as well as working with other bands and artists. Each has built up an impressive solo discography, and I would recommend checking out Devastations by Andrew Hung, as well as World Eater by Blank Mass, the alias of Power's solo project. I have a review of World Eater, links probably there, I think. These projects, each great in their own right, do show how each artist has gone different directions creatively and have departed in a good way from that Frick Buttons sound. Additionally, Hung and Power have worked on some film soundtracks, which led me to watch some very interesting films while working on this video. I would especially recommend the movie Calm with Horses, which deserves like a whole review on its own. That movie's incredible. While we're recommending things, there's also a Twitter called Blank Memes, which is dedicated to Blank Mass and some Frick Buttons memes. It's a good Twitter. I like it. But back on topic, I love Frick Buttons, and I think they have an incredible discography that may be of interest to some people, so I happily recommend them. Although there may never be another Frick Buttons record, the incredible solo work of Hung and Power more than make up for that, and I'm very excited to see where each of them goes next. Thank you for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe for more content in the future. Let us know what you think of this series, and if there's any bands you want to see us talk about. Also, if you've listened to Frick Buttons, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.